Step one, I'm gonna wash my nasty paws. You know, like a doctor would do. We're about to operate on some meat. Okay, for this build we've got a big frying pan, and here we've got a family pack of meat. I'm gonna cut that right down the middle. We've got some cream of mushroom soup. We've got some mild cheddar, and that's 10 pounds of potatoes. I'll probably just do 5 pounds. We'll half that up. I'm gonna have the meat, I'm gonna have the potatoes. We're gonna make the food of the shepherds. Shepherd's pie. Step one, I gotta divide up this meat. That'll be half for today and half for some other day.
Oh, come on.
I'm gonna turn my burner on about 5. Let that start boiling. Okay, I've repackaged this meat for later use. And now we're gonna start the peeling process. And we're gonna divide this up into 5 pounds. There's 5 pounds right there. Now if you're saying, why shepherd's pie? We know how to make shepherd's pie. Well, you said to do a food channel, and I'm starting with one of my favorite dishes. I love shepherd's pie. It's one of my favorite dishes. Ooh, I also love ribs. Hang on. These little babies right here, $3.58. $3.96. That one's got a big block. We're gonna put these as a side dish. I might get one of the kids to help me on that. Scarlett, would you like to make some ribs?
Yeah.
Have you found a casserole dish yet?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And these are going into the compost bin. I don't have any potatoes in there yet. She says the other pillow is better. Let me try it. She might be right. Now if you're wondering what's going on in the kitchen, we got this one washing the casserole dish. That's going to be for the ribs. This one over here, she's making a chocolate cake. That's going to be for the dessert. And I'm peeling potatoes. In the middle of peeling, I stopped and I got me a pot of water. We'll go ahead and turn that on, let it start heating up while we're waiting. While I'm peeling. Yes, ma'am?
Yeah, mine.
You got it on 400? What you want it on?
350. Yeah, I'm baking.
Bake 350. Alright, back to peeling. The side of the countertop, Scarlett, she's going to do a teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of pepper. She's got some Montreal steak seasoning. This is adobo over the bowl. And she does about a teaspoon of each. This is going to become our rib rub. I'm going back to peeling potatoes. And then a tablespoon of sugar. Right here. My potatoes are now peeled. I'm gonna clean up this mess, wash these up, then we'll dice them up, put them into the water, let them boil for a while. Okay, correction. She was trying to use my casserole dish for her ribs. I gotta have that for my shepherd's pie. So we're gonna put her in these two. A pie-shaped rib. That's gonna be fine. Now if you're asking how she's going to cook those, is she going to put them on the grill? No, we're going to put them right straight in the oven. The cake's already in the oven. The shepherd's pie's going in the oven. Everything will be in the oven. It'll be a tight squeeze, but it'll fit. Okay, the ribs are about to be rubbed. The potatoes have been washed. They're about to be diced. Water's about to boil. And this meat. We need to turn this meat. Alright, you want to start with what you're doing?
Mm.
Sprinkle it on and rub it around. Rib rub. She's hogging the camera. Get back over here. The smaller you dice these, the quicker they'll cook. On 350, it's ready to roll. Here comes the ribs. My meat is done. We're about to drain it, but first I took some water out of the potatoes. I want it to be just above the potatoes, and if you cover the pot, it cooks faster. You can do lower temperature and faster cooking. Time to drain that meat, get all the fat off of it. Now while the meat is draining, we're going to open up this can of cream of mushroom soup. I don't even like mushrooms, but it is good. Okay, if you'll remember, we turned down the heat a little bit, and you can see in there it's a rolling boil going on. I'm going to turn it down a little more. That lid makes like a pressure cooker. And the meat says he's drained good enough. We're going to put him in with the mushrooms. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, the tea is beginning to boil. To check the readiness of the potatoes, stab them. If they're tender, they're done. If they're tender, so they're done. We'll drain them and then we'll make some mashed potatoes. The same colander we used for the draining the meat, we'll use for draining the potatoes. I'm having low country boil flashbacks. And don't worry about the concrete countertops, they're heat proof. Now we're going to be putting butter and milk in there. If you want lumpy potatoes, put the milk in first. If you want smooth potatoes, start blending before you put the milk in. To be honest with you, I like lumpy potatoes. We're going to do a good, healthy sized tablespoon of butter. Might as well put in some sour cream. Is this old?
No, no. Well, it's not new, but...
I'm going to do 2 scoops of sour cream. And then some milk. You're going to salt it to taste. You can always add more, but it's hard to take it out. Pepper. That'll do it. Good enough. Got to fill in a couple of the holidays, not the whole bag. Good enough. Take a stare at the ribs. No, they're not ready yet. I picked the thickest rib. Stick the thermometer in, and we're looking for 160 for pork. He's already at 160, 162, 164. Well, you can read it. So these are done. 190, overdone. Now, I've got barbecue sauce, but a lot of times when you put that seasoning on there, you don't even need the barbecue sauce. Like that right there. The shepherd's pie is getting close, and move over to the cake. Came out clean. It is done. I'll go ahead and turn the oven off. 520, that sounds like eating time to me. If you're curious, that's tea number 2 on the stove. That's not still the same tea. And to recap, Scarlett made the ribs. I made the shepherd's pie. Daisy made the cake. She's got the fan on it so it can cool down so she can ice in it faster. Now you saw how everything else turned out. This is how the cake turned out. If only you could taste it. I'm not sharing though. There's no sharing here. Well, I would, but you know, you're just so far away. And by the time you see this, the cake's done gone.